Well, Troy Cordingley gave emotional evidence in court yesterday detailing the moment that he found his daughter's body on Wongetti Beach in October 2018. That's about a 40-minute drive north of Cairns. He said that he had been involved in the search effort for Miss Cordingley, who failed to return home. He said it was a very hot day and he'd been looking for some shade. He said he approached some shade when he noticed a mound, an elongated mound that he thought looked quite strange. He said he dropped to his knees and scooped the sand several times. On the third scoop, he discovered the foot of his daughter. His voice broke with emotion as he described how he reeled back and cried out for help, saying, "Help me, help me." There was a police officer who was quite close to him, and that police officer has then taken over the scene. Now, Troy Cordingley wasn't the only family member who gave evidence yesterday. We also heard from the mother of Toya Cordingley, Vanessa Gardner. She was also involved in the search effort that day that her daughter's body was discovered. She said she discovered her daughter's very large dog, Indy, tied up about 30 metres away from the burial mound. The dog was tied very, very closely to the tree, so tight that the dog couldn't sit down. We also heard very briefly from her brother and from Miss Cordingley's brother and the sister. The jury was also shown photographs of Miss Cordingley's injuries. Miss Cordingley's family chose to leave the court before those very graphic images were shown. The court heard that Miss Cordingley's neck was cut from one side to the other. She also had stab wounds to her torso and to her chest. She also had stab wounds to her hands, which the Crown said indicated defensive type injuries.
Kristy, has the defence said anything in response to the prosecution's case?
Yes, Lorna. Well, the Crown Prosecutor, Nathan Crane, has taken the jury through a very detailed timeline of events, starting with the movements of Toya Cordingley's phone on the day that she died. Now, he said that Miss Cordingley's phone left Wongetti Beach at around 5 o'clock. That is the time that she is alleged to have been killed. The court was told that the movement of that phone correlates with the movement of Singh's blue Alfa Romeo that was captured on CCTV leaving that area. Now, the Crown's also detailed how Singh, who was a nurse living in Innisfail at the time with his wife and 3 very young children, booked a flight to Sydney and then to New Delhi the day after Toya Cordingley was murdered. It was a one-way ticket, and the Crown says that it was very hastily booked. Jurors have also been shown photographs of Miss Cordingley's burial mound. The court heard that a stick that was partially buried with her body had DNA that was 3.7 billion times more likely to have been contributed by Mr. Singh than anyone else.